Everybody, welcome back to Movie Melee. We got a super duper exciting match for you this evening. I think if I just add more superlatives before the exciting, it makes it different somehow. We're rearing the end of the trios tournament. We got the last match to decide who will be facing self-deprecating at the finals in the final act. We got grumpy old men going up against drugs, so many drugs. Joining me on the table today, we have Kaiser. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's going towards the end of the year, going towards the time where everyone just don't want to study and do trivia anymore, but want to watch good movies. For me, it's Die Hard. So I'm just excited to get this done and kick those self-deprecating people to the dirt, whoever wins, hopefully.
Wow. I can't believe you have such hatred for one Anthony Tisdall, but we'll now bring in the teams for this evening, starting with our second place finishers. Not that match hasn't even happened yet. What am I doing? The lower ranked team, drugs, so many drugs. Jack Pinchuk, Azaria Montenegro, Payson. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That actually was a slip of the tongue. I'm sorry. Eddie, guys, how you doing? I don't know.
I'm good. I'm impressed we made it as far as we did. No matter what happens, it's been a fucking blast. So.
I took drugs today, 2 pills, and I'm pretty happy about it.
I'll be honest. I wanted to come into this match with a very carefree attitude. I feel like I got a little too heated last match. Then Dylan said, second place finishers. It's like, well, you know what? Guess the hosts are against us. Kaiser is legit texting me before singles matches saying, I hope you lose. And then I lost that match. So it's like, well, 2 people that are very famous for rigging matches might be rigging. I'm actually kidding. I'm going to stop. That's mean. Look.
Payson, you're not supposed to say out loud. Jesus.
The only 2 people I hate tonight are these 2. If we win, we win. If we don't, then I never have to play with these 2 again.
Well, you never know. We might get randomized together next year.
Well, I might have to play with one of you. So let's play Brian, Jeremy, Tony, the great guys.
The most important thing is win or lose tonight, I'm getting a hot dog.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan. All right. Well, good luck to you. We will now bring in the second place finishers so that we're all even here.
I'll take it.
Grumpy Old Men, Brian Michaels, Tony Durso, and Jeremy Adams. Guys,
so are we both eliminated now? Is that how that works?
Yes, that is correct. Self-deprecating has won. Congratulations. No, guys, you guys have been absolutely just tearing your way through the losers bracket and dominating your way here. But you're going up against a very tough team. So thoughts going into today's match?
I am just so excited about what we've done. Winning the matches that we won, playing with these guys is awesome, and I'm just at the point where, I don't think our name fits anymore. I'm certainly not grumpy. I'm really excited and happy. And you never know what's going to happen. It probably will be a tough match. The last one wasn't a cakewalk, but I'm just really excited that we get to do this.
But you are old.
Jack.
Yeah, I don't have anything more to say these days. I've loved playing with these guys. They've been great teammates. Kind of helped carry me when I'm, not done so well in certain rounds, and hopefully I've helped them when they haven't as well. But it's fun to play against these 3. I think they are a very different group of people, so it'll be interesting to see how they complement each other as well.
I will say I've been playing in these leagues for 4 years now, and I still can't point the right fucking way anytime I am on it.
Exactly. Still get confused.
But no, obviously they're 3 great players, and it's going to be a tough matchup, but I love playing with both of these guys, so I hope we just keep going.
All right, sounds good. Well, good luck to you as well. We will now get into round number 1, which will work like this. It is the standard whiteboard round. 8 questions, 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they will answer individually on their whiteboards. Should any player get all 8 questions correct, they will be asked a bonus question, also worth 1 point. And 3 repeats, 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match for both teams. Any questions before we get started?
I didn't realize how red my nose looks. I think it's from all the cocaine.
Oh,
That must be it, yeah. All right. Well, We'll get started with your first question around number 1, which will be in the category of the 1980s. In E.T. the Extraterrestrial, what holiday do E.T. and the children celebrate together? I believe you said that you hate this movie, right, Kaiser?
Hate is a strong word.
Huh.
Do I think it's one of these guys' not so good movies? Yes, but you know.
Yeah, with Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties.
4, 3, 2,
You've
1.
seen the movie, you know how great it is.
Pens down. We'll start with Payson.
The one we all celebrated last night, Halloween.
Very timely. Brian
I had Hanukkah. No, Halloween.
and Jack,
Halloween.
Tony,
Halloween.
Nazario,
Halloween.
and Jeremy.
Halloween.
Halloween is correct. 3-3. Next
Yep.
question, Kaiser.
Next question is in musicals. A mysterious figure called the Angel of Music can be found in what 2000s musical? So Dylan, are you an angel?
No. No, I'm a bit of a, as the chat says right now, I'm a bit of a bastard. So
That actually tracks, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Brian
I don't know, so I said Repo the Genetic Opera.
and Jack
I said Phantom of the Opera.
and Tony
I said Hairspray.
and Nazario,
Phantom of the Opera.
Jeremy,
Phantom of the Opera.
Payson.
Total guess, Phantom of the Opera?
Phantom of the Opera is correct.
I guess I thought he
So-
was the Phantom of the Opera.
So that Drugs takes the lead 6-4 as we get into your next question in the category of coming of age / teen. Who plays Sammy's granduncle Boris in The Fabelmans? I just realized second Spielberg question around 1, but it's too late to replace the question now. So whatever.
It's too late to apologize.
Hey, Spielberg, well-known filmmaker, makes well-known movies, perfect for trivia, you know? 5,
Now you know.
Four.
Christmas Story is a great movie.
2,
No, it's not.
1. Pens
Shut up,
down.
Jack. No one
We'll
asked
go
you.
to Jack first.
Judd Hirsch.
And Tony,
Judd Hirsch.
Nazario.
John Hirsch.
Sorry, can you show it again? Okay.
Oh, fuck.
No, you're good.
I can write it
Jeremy
again.
I did.
She's
Judd
good,
Hirsch.
yeah.
and Payson.
Yeah, Nazario was missing the C in Hirsch, but Judd Hirsch.
Okay. And Brian.
Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch is correct. Clean sweep.
And your next category is in mystery / thriller. The opening scene of Dark City takes place at what type of location?
I'm sorry, what was the title?
Dark City.
Dark
Dark
City.
City.
Okay.
I haven't seen this movie, but I've been told I'd probably really love it.
I think you would. It's a really solid movie. Yeah.
I think I've seen the first 10 minutes and not the rest. Because I
you know
used
the
to be
answer.
very bad at watching movies. 5, 4,
I still am.
3,
Don't feel bad about it.
2.
I want to use a repeat, please.
All right. That is the first repeat for
Right.
Grumpy Old Men.
Yep. So again, your category is mystery / thriller. The opening scene of Dark City takes place at what type of location?
Yeah, when I was first getting into movies, there were so many where I would just start the movie, get like 5 minutes in, and then be like, all right, I want to play video games, and then just turn off the movie and do something else.
Yeah. That was actually like my response to Elvin and the Chipmunks, I believe. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tony
So, yeah.
Is it a bar?
and Nazario
Is it a dock on a beach?
and Jeremy
I said the beach / pier.
and Payson
I couldn't remember. I put train station.
and Brian.
It's a bathroom.
And Jack.
I have no idea. Total shot in the dark train station.
Bathroom is correct. So with that, only Brian will get the point there, and there are no more perfect rounds. As we get into your next question in the category of directors, who directed 2003's Paycheck?
So, Dylan, when was your last paycheck?
No comment.
Give me a second.
I'm getting mine in like 5 days. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I know what I'm buying when I'm getting it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Nazario first.
I believe there's only one pigeon, but there's the pigeon. John Woo.
And Jeremy?
John Woo.
Payson?
John Woo.
Brian?
The highly overrated John Woo.
And Jack?
I did not have that.
And Tony?
I'm not even going to tell you what I put. So
Fair enough. John Woo is correct. So Drugs maintains the 1-point lead, 11-10.
Yep. Your next category is in classics. In The Best Years of Our Lives, Dana Andrews' character, Fred, who suffers from PTSD, served in what branch of the military during World War II?
Those guess a branch of the military questions, huh?
It is one of those questions, yeah. One of those questions. You like this movie, Kaiser?
Yeah, I think it's one of the best movies that I've seen in that era, but I haven't seen a lot of movies from that era, so
5,
yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are at Jeremy now.
Air Force.
Dang it.
And Payson?
I put Navy.
And Brian?
I almost had Air Force, but I put Navy as well.
Yeah, I was between
Jack?
I also put Navy.
Tony?
I said Army.
And Nazario?
I also said Army.
Jeremy is correct. We were looking for the Air Force.
Shit. I was back and forth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So with that, we are tied up at 11 as we get into your next question in the category of recent releases. Who plays the host of the games Lucretius Lucky Flickerman in The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
Lucretius. That's a great name.
Solid name, yeah. Maybe I'm going to name my son Lucretius. Why not?
Lucretius Van Thine. That's a nice name to it, to be honest.
It'll make my kid's teacher's job terrible having to pronounce it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Payson.
Jason Schwartzman.
And Brian.
Jason Schwartzman.
And Jack.
Jason Schwartzman.
Tony.
Jason Schwartzman.
Nazario.
I haven't seen it, so it's through English.
And Jeremy.
Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman is correct. So with that, Grumpy Old Men now takes the lead, 14-13.
As we move on to your final question in the category of Oscars. Name both comic book movies featuring the characters of Spider-Man that have won an Oscar. And I'll give you some extra time.
I like this question because it's not your standard Oscars question because there's also a bit of plot, you know? Like Spider-Man, you
Sort
know?
of, I guess. Yeah. So you can say that.
There's a lot of movies with Spider-Man in it, you know?
How many are there? I'm just counting in my head. I'm not gonna say a lot.
3, 2, 1. I'll give you 5 seconds, I guess. The plot in here says extra time, so I jumped the gun on that. My bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Whoops. We'll start with Brian.
I don't know. I said Spider-Man 2 and Avengers Age of Ultron.
And Jack?
Spider-Man 2 Into Spider-Verse.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
And Tony?
Fuck it, and I'm not showing.
And Nazario?
I said Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Avengers Endgame.
And Jeremy?
Yeah, I said Spider-Man 2 and Avengers Endgame. Forgot about Spider-Verse.
Payson?
Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse are correct. So
Which one did Spider-Man 2 won?
Visual effects.
Visual
Visual
effects.
effects.
Yeah, that one I knew.
I knew Spider-Verse.
So then, now coming out around number 2, I have the score at drugs. So many drugs in the lead, 15-14. Is that what you have, Kaiser?
That's what I have, yes.
All right. Then we will get into round number 2, which will work like this. Once I get the wheel prepared. Where is it? There it is. Come on, computer. There we go. All right. So how this will work. Listen up. Each team will get the chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they will be answering questions in today. 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece. So let's check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. If they don't like what they spin the first time, they can spin a second time, but must keep whatever it lands on. Then categories on the wheel today are directed by Tim Burton, which is Drug's strength, as well as 90s drama, which is Grumpy Old Men's strength, as well as the general categories of biopics, sci-fi/fantasy, recent releases, 1980s, 2000s, and scores and soundtracks. So, Drugs, since you are in the lead, would you like to spin first or defer?
Where's our manager?
We don't.
Nazario, you know we don't have one. I'd say we go second. There's a couple categories that I'd like off.
Last time we went second, it kind of fucked us. And
That's fair. You want to just go for it?
Let's fucking go for it. Let's just do it. I just want to
Let's
see.
fucking go for it. Love it.
So you're spinning?
Yeah.
Spin that shit.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, so this will be your first spin. Another category, the 1980s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I don't hate it. Nazario, how do you feel? I know this is a category you like.
Don't like it as much as the 90s.
Okay,
That's
fair.
I don't hate it, but there's better for us on there.
Okay, I think we can spin again if you guys prefer.
Let's spin one more time.
We'll spin.
Sure.
All right.
It also
Well,
be
then
really.
Well, then this will be the category that you must keep. You land on scores and soundtracks.
Oh, okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm useless.
It's general. It's general. It's not strength level. We should be okay.
Kaiser, would you like to read them their questions in scores and soundtracks?
Sure. So, drugs. So many drugs. Your first question in the category of scores and soundtracks. What 1950s Alfred Hitchcock directed film was his first collaboration with Bernard Herrmann?
I believe it's The Trouble with Harry.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I can't name it for certain, but I think you're right.
I have no opinion.
Okay. Trouble with Harry. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good shit, Payson.
Thank you.
Good shit.
And
It's a very specific.
your second question. What musical features the songs I Can Make You a Man, Rose Tint My World, and Over at the Frankenstein Place?
Why do I?
Nazario, can we get both hands on screen, please?
The Rocky Horror Picture Show, right?
What was that last?
Make you a man.
Yeah, okay. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Hell yeah. Kaiser is terrifying me with his dramatic pauses. Holy shit.
Okay, right. Your
Don't
third
listen
question.
to him, Kaiser. You're doing great.
Who composed the score for Under Fire, Hoosiers, and Air Force One?
Jerry Goldsmith.
Go for it.
Holy shit. Jerry Goldsmith. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Kaiser. Oh my god. Now it's a bit.
Right, all right, okay. Your next question, your penultimate question in this category. Glory of Love was written for what 80s sequel?
Glory of Love was written for what 80s sequel?
I don't know this.
I have a guess.
Do you want to go multiple just to be safe?
Yeah, let's go multiple just to be.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Do that.
Your multiple choice options are A, The Karate Kid Part 2, B, Beverly Hills Cop 2, C, Rocky 4, or D, Staying Alive.
I
Okay.
thought Staying Alive for some reason when he asked the question, but I have no base for that.
Okay, the one I was thinking was not on there. Jack, does that sound familiar from fandom studying?
Not off the top of my head, no.
5.
Staying
Four.
Alive?
Get a repeat of the options?
Yeah,
Okay.
repeat the option.
All right, so your options again are A, The Karate Kid Part 2, B, Beverly Hills Cop 2, C, Rocky 4, or D, Staying Alive.
What was the name of the song?
Glory of
Glory
Love.
of Love?
The one that kind of jumped out at me was Liv Morgan. I don't know why, but if you want to go,
I'm fine with
Liv
going
Mor-
that way.
actually,
I
yeah.
don't have
Liv
any
Morgan
hunch
makes
go
sense
off of.
now.
4.
Yeah.
Go with Liv Morgan.
Karate Kid 2, final answer.
That is correct. 1 point.
Karate Kid Part 2, but okay.
They checked the multiple
I'll
choice.
be
so it's fine.
completely honest. I'll be completely honest. I did not understand what he said the first time. When he repeated them, then I understood. Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Your final question is scores and soundtracks. The U2 song Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me was written for what comic book movie?
Batman Forever, bitch!
Final answer.
That is correct.
That is
It's
correct.
not Batman Forever, bitch.
Throw
I'm
it.
counting
Throw
every one
it.
of your answers.
Throw it.
That wasn't a serious challenge, right?
It was not a serious challenge.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right. So with that, I have Drugs getting their score up to 24 to all Grumpy Old Men still at 14. Is that what you have, Kaiser?
That is what I have, yes.
All right. Then we'll bring back the wheel for what will be Grumpy Old Men's first spin. Unfortunately, land on opponent's choice. So, drugs, so many drugs. What would you like to keep? What would you like to give them? If you want me to read out the categories, I can because they're very small on screen.
I really, honestly don't know if they are bad at anything. They are old and grumpy.
I'll be honest, I didn't review my notes. Giving them directed by Tim Burton's probably the smartest idea.
I think that's fair. Yeah, it's strength level. This is the finals of a tournament. So, yeah, I think we go there.
Yeah.
Don't give them the 80s because, you know, Jeremy was in a team of the 80s.
We'll give them directed by Tim Burton.
Okay.
All right. So then I will be reading you your questions in directed by Tim Burton. Are you guys ready?
We are ready to complain that they're not strength level.
No, we aren't.
I wasn't asking you if you're ready, but
We do.
okay.
Nazario doesn't speak for us.
We'd like to
Alright,
challenge that there was a new wheel made.
So your first question.
You ask.
Your first question. Who plays Katrina's father, Baltus Van Tassel, in Sleepy Hollow?
Which one was her father?
I think it's Jeffrey Jones. I'm not 100%.
I know like all the old men in it, but I don't know who is who.
Okay. 4.
Do you want to go for that? or-
Multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Michael Goff, B, Richard Griffiths, C, Michael Gambon, or D, Christopher Walken.
First thing that jumped to my mind was Gambon, but I don't know that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
That is-
that,
I know he's in it.
yeah.
Michael
That's what I was
Gambon,
thinking before I go multiples. Do you want to do that?
Gambon, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
It was Dumbledore.
So your second question. What happens if you look the witch in the swamp in the eye in Big Fish?
Do you guys have any clue or multiple?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
We don't want to give him 2 points steal, so you want to go multiple?
Yeah,
Yeah,
might as well just
multiple.
go multiple.
Right. So your options are A, you can't have kids, B, you see how you die, or C, you lose 30 years off your life, or D, you lose your sight.
I think it's B.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
Want to go with that?
All right. B, final answer.
What?
That is correct, and I apologize for the awful reading of that. My bad.
No, you're just going for a dramatic pause, like you're.
It is far from the worst reading that has happened on a call with you, me, and Tony Durso. You're good.
Fair enough. All right. So your third question. How does Pirelli realize Sweeney is Benjamin Barker in Sweeney Todd?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it-
I did do some studying on this category, but yeah, these are
Five.
going right past me.
Go multiple.
yeah,
Multiple.
voice.
Your options are A, his voice, B, his razors, C, his close shave, or D, he mentioned his daughter.
Kind of feeling C.
C?
I don't know about you guys.
What were you thinking?
C.
I was thinking C as well. Go with that.
Yeah, might as well.
C, final answer.
That is incorrect. Drugs for the 1 point steal. Is it A, his voice, B, his razors, C, his close shave, or D, he mentioned his daughter?
Isn't it B?
I think it's his razors.
You think it's his razors?
Yeah.
I had a leaning towards D, but if you think it's the razors, that actually makes more sense.
I think it is the razors, because, yeah.
Five.
Yeah. Razors,
B.
fine.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right, so your penultimate question in this category.
Miracle elixir.
In Pee-wee's Big Adventure, what is the name of the motorcycle gang that Pee-wee meets and eventually earns the respect of at the Apache bar?
It is. Man, I think it's the Hells Devils, but I might be slightly off on that.
Is this our last question?
Second to
No.
last.
We're down by 9 points. Did you want to go for that, or do you want to?
4.
No.
Three.
Repeat.
All right, that is your second repeat.
It's
Your
C
question
something.
again. In Pee-wee's Big Adventure, what is the name of the motorcycle gang that Pee-wee meets and eventually earns the respect of at the Apache bar?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to need multiple. I know it's Satan something now. I
Yeah.
want to say
Go
Satan's
multiple
Devils,
then.
but
Better
right,
than getting
multiple.
steal number.
yeah.
All right, so your options are A, the Men in Black, B, Satan's Helpers, C, the Devil's Own, or D, the Hell Spawn.
B, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And now your final question in this category. In Alice in Wonderland, what is the name of the creature the Red Queen let loose on the rebels during the Mad Hatter's trial?
The Jabberwocky. The Jabberwocky, final answer.
That is incorrect. Drugs for the 2
shit.
point steal.
I
Wait.
thought it was Jabberwocky.
Oh, is it? Oh. It's a thing on all four legs. It's all furry. I think it's.
Oh,
yeah.
that fucking
Five.
thing.
I
Four.
don't know what it's called.
I don't remember the name of that.
2.
Big
One.
furry thing. Final answer.
Answer.
That is incorrect. We were looking for the Jub bird.
The jump.
Sorry, guys. I'm
No,
sorry.
that.
We didn't know it either. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like we're.
Did you guys know that the Vorpal sword kills the Jabberwocky? Because
I
learned
did know.
that,
I
like,
did know the
years ago.
Vorpal thing.
Coming at
I
round
knew
number
that
2.
from a comic book.
Coming at round number 2, I now have the score at Drugs in the lead 25-17. Is that what you have, Kaiser?
That's what I have, yes.
All right, then we'll get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round, so we'll be going back and forth drafting categories, starting with the team in the lead. Once a category is drafted, it cannot be drafted by your opponents. Once all categories are drafted, the team behind will answer questions until they take the lead, and the team will choose which category they would like to take for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point question in that order, and we will go until there is a mathematical winner. Categories they can choose from today are Oscars, 1980s, Family, 1990s, Recent Releases, Crime, Directors, and Actors/Actresses. So we'll let them pick their categories right now, and we will be right back. All right, we're back. The teams have selected their categories, so we will start with Grumpy Old Men since they are down. So what category would you like for your 1 pointer?
Oscars.
Oscars? All right.
Right, and it's me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Grumpy Old Man, your 1 pointer in Oscars. Name both directors who won Best Director twice in the 2010s. And I'll give you 5 extra seconds.
One's Quaron, and I think the other is Inarritu.
I know Quran, yeah.
I think Inarritu won for Birdman and The Revenant.
Okay. Yeah.
Alfonso Cuarón and Alejandro Inarritu. Final answer.
That is correct.
That's 1 point.
I mean, I could argue this again.
We have done this before, Rosario. We're not going to win it. Stop.
Why people skip the Gonzalez?
I don't know, but
Why do you add
Grumpy Old Man?
last of Batman Forever?
Yeah. Grumpy Old Man, what would you like for your 2 point?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I kind of would prefer directors of 3. Do you guys think you could trust me on that? So we go crime for 2.
I'm fine with that.
Crime.
Okay, so Grumpy Old Man, your 2 pointer in crime. Who plays the driver's new neighbor Irene in Drive?
Okay. Carrie Mulligan, right?
Mulligan, yeah.
Yeah. Carrie Mulligan, final answer.
That is correct, for 2 points.
All right.
His pauses
Good
aren't that
son.
dramatic. Stop being patient. Stop being a little.
And our
bit
third
dramatic.
one is
If you're confident in your answer, they're not
we're up
dramatic.
for we have to do
Wait, what's the score?
Score is 25 to
It's-
20 now. Yes.
So we're gonna
So-
do directors.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the situation
So-
now. Grumpy Old Man needs to hit both of their remaining questions to stay in the game. Kaiser.
So just to confirm, you said directors?
Directors, yeah.
All right. So Grumpy Old Man, your 3 pointer in directors, and as a reminder, you have 1 repeat left. Who directed 2006's All the King's Men and Searching for Bobby Fischer?
Steven Zalian, final answer.
That is correct, for 3 points.
Okay, that pause hurt a little. I will admit that.
All right, here's the situation. So now Grumpy Old Man needs to hit their 4-pointer to stay in the game. If they hit it, they will send it back over to Drugs. If they miss, Drugs will be the winner. Kaiser?
Right. So Grumpy Old Man, your final question in the category of actors and actresses for 4 points. Who stars in 1992's Orlando and I Am Love?
That's Tilda Swinton.
I didn't understand the second movie, but
It was I Am Love. I Am Love is the second film.
Oh,
It's Tilda
okay.
Swinton for sure.
yeah,
Tilda
Tilda Swinton.
Swinton, final answer.
Oh, that is correct, for 4 points.
In your own little world there. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go back into
Damn you,
hosting just
Kaiser.
so I can host a match Kaiser plays.
All right, so now we'll go back over to Drugs to answer some questions here. So what category would you like for your 1-pointer?
let's take.
Okay.
Can we
What
take
are
80?
the weak? What?
I would recommend. I would just take 80s for 1 personally.
I would recommend that as well.
I agree.
Cowards.
All right,
Well-
so your question in the category of the 1980s. Donald Pleasance plays someone with what specific job in Escape from New York?
President of the United States?
The President of the United States. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. So now
Great.
here is the situation. If Drugs hit any of their remaining questions, they will be the winner. So now what category would you like for your 2-pointer?
I mean, which do you feel the strongest? Recent?
I feel the strongest in recent.
I think we take that at 2. We have
Let's just
a good
play.
chance of hitting it.
Throw the 2 and 3 and go for the 4, you candy asses.
I. Go ahead.
Sorry, recent releases.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take releases. I just
Yes, recent releases.
happened.
Don't doubt
Jason,
yourself.
calm
Wait.
down.
It's not
Watch
bad.
everything.
It's not bad.
Your question in recent releases. Kaylee Spaney plays a young photographer in which recent release?
Civil War?
That makes
Civil
sense,
War.
but I don't know who that woman is.
Civil War. final answer.
And your winners, drugs, so many drugs. Civil War was the correct answer. Cody, if you can put drugs backstage for now because my computer is being very slow, that'd be great. We'll go to post-match interviews right now. Once drugs is out of here, and it looks like everything's just frozen on my screen. That's cool.
They are fine.
Cool. All right, Grumpy Old Men. Didn't quite go, I think, the way you would have expected or wanted it to today. But yeah, I think it was just a rough wheel spin ultimately for you guys. They were tough Tim Burton questions. So, not the best way it could have gone with there, but you still played really well in round one and you swept round three. And yeah, you guys had, I think, a great showing overall as a team in this tournament. So thoughts on your run overall in this tournament, I should say.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
This was extremely painful. This is a painful way to go out. It just was the round one is not what we wanted. And then those Tim Burton questions, I wish I had taken more time to really study deeper into those movies, but you just hope you don't get that one category or that, you don't get specific questions. It's just the way it went. But hey, we swept in round three. At least we finished our run, sweeping our round three. If we had been knocked out, if we had ended our run on a TKO, I think that would have hurt more. So at least we can hang around. That just kind of shows we really were great together. It was so much fun, and it was an awesome run. And we fought to the end there. So what else can you do when you get luck like that?
Yeah, I think round one, I mean, even if we scored a few more points, I don't think it would have made a difference because we probably would have spun second and we still would have had the same outcome in round two and we still would have lost. The minute we spun opponent's choice in round two, pretty much the game was over. And I kind of knew it because it's just the way it goes. I mean, I left trivia because I don't like studying strengths. And even going back to as far back as when I was like a showrunner for movie Warzone at the time, I was always a proponent that we shouldn't be allowed to give strengths for opponent's choice. But I'm always overruled, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
So it sucks for us, but I mean, that's not complaining about the loss. I mean, we were still beat fair and square. Those guys did great. I hope they go on and win because I'd like to see the person with the loser bracket win. But I had a ton of fun playing with these guys, and it was a good time.
Well, due to the fact that they were too chicken to throw the 2 and 3 and go for the 4. No, I mean, yeah, I think Brian said it all. That was literally any other category on the wheel.
Yeah,
we'd be fine.
And we could have got different questions. There was a world where we knew 5 Tim Burton questions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It just went the way that it went with those.
Yeah,
you second guess. I even had Satan's Helpers in my head, and I'm like, but then I was like, is it Helpers or is that something from The Simpsons? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
it's one of those things where it's well, shit. Like Jeremy said, if you guys wrote 5 different Tim Burton questions, we could potentially go 5 for 5 in that. And then it's a game, but it's not the way things work. Whole bunch of shenanigans. It's unbelievable. It's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
But no, it sucks that it ended because I do love playing with Jeremy and Brian. If for no other reason, playing with players who are better than you kind of makes you have to step up your game. So
you bailed us out a few times in this tournament, Tony. Don't forget that. And yeah, if I can get either one of these guys again next year in the trios, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Well, as a fan of the show and a showrunner, we'd love to see that. But as a competitor, we'd all be absolutely terrified if that happened. But thank you all for
we're clearly beatable.
Having a great run in this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats on a great run, guys. We'll put you backstage for now, and we'll bring in our first place finishers for this evening. Drugs, so many drugs. Guys, hard-fought victory. You definitely proved me wrong when I accidentally said at the beginning your second place finishers when I introduced you. That was my bad again. I felt bad about that. But yeah, overall, very impressive performance. You capitalized on opponent's choice. Were able to get the steals And he did really well in scores and soundtracks, which is a tough category. And I thought those are pretty tough questions too, like the
I
Trouble
knew
with Harry
too.
one. So,
I'm a shock as to everyone.
so overall, how you feel? You're going up against, by the way, a team that you've already faced, and now you're facing them again. How's that feel?
So we're just talk. Right next to me, as you can see, I have my couch. I'm in my robe. I was expecting this to be the last match. I was just going to enjoy the early end to the season, and I was just going to watch whatever I wanted. But then fucking grumpy old men didn't win. You guys were supposed to win. Why are we here? Why do we still have to play? I have to still communicate with these two? You think I like this? You think I like having to be like, okay, what horrible things am I going to have to make for our codes this time? What shitty thing am I going to do?
Oh, it seems like you enjoy coming up with those codes, Payson. Just as someone that's in the chat with you.
But for real, Brian, Jeremy, Tony, they're great guys. Again, these two are lovable jackasses. I guess I'll play with them I guess 2 more matches, hopefully, because I hope we win both matches that we have to play.
I'm so glad you brought that up. So glad you brought that up. So since we destroyed everybody in this league as a 16 seed, no one saw it coming but us. We beat everybody. We're forfeiting the back-to-back matches. We want this under title match rules. So writers, write a 5-round match because I want to play drugs in 5 rounds. So yeah, enjoy codes for 5 different rounds. That'll be fun. I can't wait. So
I'm excited for that.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take 3 pills.
Mario, I'm going to show you what that means. See this? We got to do this to 4 different movies, motherfucker. We got to do this to 4 different movies. Fuck me.
I'll do 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my
god. Kaiser, thoughts on the match?
Well, half of the team hates you because you curse them. The other half hate themselves because they don't have the deep cut. So I'm sure everyone's satisfied, but we're getting to the end. Self-derogating versus drugs, so many drugs. The end that everyone saw coming. This will be fun.
Yeah, I think absolutely it should be a good time. I think this actually is like the only rematch that we would have had in this entire trios this year is happening at the final act. So that's very exciting.
That's right.
Yeah, because there were no other rematches. So that's interesting stuff there. I think it'll be interesting to see how that goes for 5 rounds. Very exciting stuff. Thank you all for watching. This has been a great match. Thank you to all the teams, the ones that showed up today and the ones in the tournament so far. This is a great year in trios. Let me finish.
Okay.
Whatever. You didn't understand what I was saying, but that's cool. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.